Sometimes when you're traveling, camping, out on some adventures, you want a classic cocktail. But do you want to hassle with all the bottles and jiggers and shakers?
All of the accoutrements necessary.
So today we're going to try Tip Top Proper Cocktails. They do 6 classic cocktails in a can. Let's see if they're any good. So we've done a couple other ready to drink cocktails. We did the bag cocktails from, well, I know you can buy them at Just Total Wine.
Yes, and they were a lot more popular in Europe, but yeah.
Yeah, they were all right. They were good, like a good in a pinch. And now we've done Drinksmith, which we are big fans of their cocktails.
Yes.
And then, you know, once you hit that magic little button on the internet, all of a sudden you get ads that come up on your Facebook and Instagram. And Tip Top came on my feed and I was like, ooh, let's check what they do. And they do classic cocktails. And they have a little 18 pack. It costs us $100. It includes shipping, so that's not too bad of a price for 18. We have an old fashioned, a Manhattan, a Negroni, a Margarita, a Bee's Knees, and a Daiquiri.
I love all of those.
Yes, I'll drink any of those at any time.
Yep.
So a quick little history about them. Basically, it looks like some of the owners were into music festivals and saw the need to make, that people wanted cocktails, but it was a pain in the ass, basically, to make cocktails at these festivals. So they wanted to create something that was in a can, easy accessible on planes, festivals, major events.
Yeah. So they hired a professional mixologist, Miles McQuarrie,
from the Kimball House, and to help them probably just develop the recipes and what tastes good, what does not. So we're excited to try this.
I love this packaging.
Yep, it's a nice little box. It's just, you know.
It looks very classy and like something you would find in a hotel minibar. Like.
Yep.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh my God. Must be time for a proper hello. Tip Top Proper Cocktails. These are awesome.
I love it. All right, so we've got the Margarita, the Bee's Knees, a Daiquiri, the Negroni, the Old Fashioned, and the Manhattan.
These just look like those old school like oil cans from like the 30s and the 40s, you know, kind of have that just old school.
Yeah, the way that they're molded.
And just the font and just the marketing. I think the branding and the graphic design is really on point with these things because they list the ingredients big.
And they say always balanced, never too sweet.
As a key factor.
That's a bold statement.
Right.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for you.
Okay, just say shake well. We've had these in the refrigerator for a couple of now. So what it makes it seem is they're using natural ingredients, just kind of like Drinksmith does, but they combine them all into the one can. So there's probably some settlement. Or there's probably some settling the juices and stuff.
Yes. And I wonder, do they add any preservatives?
Okay.
There's a little picture on it.
That there's a picture with the right glassware and how to drink it proper.
Yes.
Okay, so they're each 100 mils. This is 24% alcohol by volume. So for the daiquiri. Oh, they stack.
They stack well.
Yeah, that's pretty well.
This smells great.
Awesome.
I like it.
I like it. It's got the rumminess in it.
Yes, it's definitely like a Jamaican rum.
Exactly. Like it almost tastes like there's some sort of Smith and Cross, like 'cause it had some of that kind of
or
like
a rum akin to Smith and Cross.
Right.
There's the banana funkiness from a Jamaican rum.
Right. Yeah.
There's a little bit of a bitter note on the finish, but that's probably definitely just the rum.
Right.
But it doesn't taste like your standard Bacardi.
No, it's a way better rum.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I don't think I would drink too many of those, but then I don't think I would drink too many daiquiris. So.
Yeah, I only usually drink like maybe 2. I wonder what they're doing with the lime. Like it almost tastes like there is some sort of like citric acid or kind of taste to it.
Yeah,
you know?
something to preserve it.
Right, and I know they have to.
There has to be.
There has to, but it's not offensive at all.
No.
Like we're talking about because we do this for a living.
Right.
I can peel this out and know like, oh, okay, there's that.
Right. I could give this to anybody I know.
And they would think it's great.
They would love it.
Yeah. So up next we've got the Margarita.
Yep. And this one, it says to serve over ice in a glass. Or you can drink it from the can.
Yep. We have ingredient-wise what we have on the can.
It says tequila, lime, and orange liqueur.
Perfect.
I'm curious because this one might not be sweet enough for my like, because it says nothing about a syrup of any sort.
Right.
Tip top. Love those cans. I want to save the cans just because I think they're cute.
Oh yeah, we're rinsing them out and saving them, putting them on our wall.
Smells like Sprite.
Okay. See, this one is 26 ABV, 52.
Oof. That's a lot. It's good. I like it. I would drink it. I think it is a good canned margarita.
Yeah.
I don't think it compares to a margarita.
I don't think it compares. Like the daiquiri,
It could hold
it could hold its own.
Yeah.
The margarita is a little, it's still good.
I do think it's missing an agave component. I mean, obviously there's agave from tequila, but I think it is missing some sort of syrupy component.
It's definitely heavy on the orange.
Yes. Kind of tastes like Sprite with reposado tequila in it.
Yeah. It's all right. It's not too bad.
Yeah, the orange liqueur is very heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now we're gonna move to the bee's knees, gin, lemon, honey.
In the kopi guy?
I love their logo. It's a giraffe with wearing a top hat with a monocle.
Yeah.
You think the Monopoly guy owns this giraffe? Good color.
Yep. Looks like bee's knees.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a little carbonated.
Yeah. It is interesting.
Let's see. Just gin, lemon, and honey. The cans tickle. I can already tell the honey is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. It's a different kind of gin that.
It is a very mild gin.
Mm-hmm.
This is gin for people who think they don't like gin.
Yep. And the sweetness from the honey could be maybe, for my palate, a little bit more lemon. Definitely on the sweeter side, but not by like much. But
yeah.
If we're just kind of nitpicking here and saying specifically.
Yes.
But it is, like you said, it is good for people who might not like gin.
Yeah. For people who like honey and who want to try bee's knees, this is a good one.
Yeah. Do we want to do what we did last time and put these in order of ranking? I'm going to assume this is the order so far.
Yes.
I like that bee's knees. It's just different from.
It is very different.
It's different than the ones we make because we usually use beef eater.
Yep.
And that's kind of our go-to. The gin is definitely a little bit different than.
Mm-hmm.
It still might be a London dry. I don't know.
Yeah, it just says gin. So
yeah.
It could be an American style gin since these are made in Georgia, I believe.
Yeah. Up with a rock. Don't shake.
Up. That's not up. You said up with a rock.
I don't know.
It says don't shake that one.
Mm-hmm. So we got whiskey, sugar, bitters.
Oh, that it should be.
Interesting fact. The word cocktail used to only mean spirit, sugar, bitters, and in America we would use whiskey/bourbon. And then eventually the word cocktail meant all alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
So then when you went into the bar to order that drink, you're like, can I get that old-fashioned cocktail? That's how old-fashioned got its name. In case you didn't know. The more you know.
This one looks orange.
Orange.
This one looks very orange. I fear as though the bitters may be too strong. Yep.
It is heavier on the bitters than how I make them.
Yes.
And how we enjoy them. Yeah,
Bitter.
Bitter forward.
I do also feel like the whiskey is lacking character.
I definitely think I think we need to add like a lemon or an orange twist. Maybe a lemon on this one.
Yeah.
Because this kind of reminds me more of rye than it does bourbon specifically.
Yeah, so brighten it up a little bit.
Brighten up the lemon. I think that might help this out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Still drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely would still drink it if given my options, PBR or one of these. Second taste is much better. Still heavy on the bitters.
Yeah.
Very bitter, bitters forward. And it doesn't have the same notes as Angostura.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the bitters
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know what I was gonna say.
Where are we
about
putting
that.
this one?
I'm putting it above the Margarita,
Yeah.
but below the bee's knees.
I agree. I think our palates are just so much in tune anymore. We
Yeah.
drink the same things.
Yeah.
So Old Fashioned was 37%. The Manhattan is 31%. Rye whiskey, vermouth, bitters. Don't shake. I figured if the Old Fashioned wasn't a shaky one, this is not going to be a shaky one.
Right.
That looks like a Manhattan.
It looks like a black Manhattan. That's very dark.
Mm-hmm. I like the color.
Yeah, it almost looks like black cherry flavored things.
Mm-hmm.
Also kind of looks like cough syrup. Oh. Oh. I'm not even a big Manhattan fan, but
This smells like a Manhattan. I don't know. It smells like a very specific black Manhattan.
like there's the grapey smell from the vermouth.
Ooh,
It's nice, right?
that's really good. I mean, you get the rye bite, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but you get the sweet vermouth,
Yep.
and then it's just a smidge of bitters in there.
I still feel like the bitters is strong.
It is strong. It is stronger. They
Saying
definitely.
a smidge of bitters is wrong.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bitters.
They definitely like their bitters in this company, which is
Yes.
fine. Like you are allowed to do what you want and how you like it, right? Because
Right.
again, you are showing people this is our palace, this is what we like.
Mhm.
Where are we putting this guy? Okay, awesome. We are exactly the same person anymore, and that's why I love you.
I don't even like Manhattans, and that one is.
It was really good. It's definitely Angostura bitters or some sort of.
It's not Angostura, but it's definitely
aromatic.
It's an aromatic.
It's
bitters.
aromatic, yeah. The Negroni,
This is the real test.
26%. Yeah.
Dry gin, vermouth, and red bitters. Is red bitters?
I don't know.
I would assume it's like a Peychaud's.
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh no, red bitters is a red bitter look.
Oh,
That would be the
aperitif.
Campari.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's their yeah.
It's the right color.
I already know this is gonna need an orange twist. I already know. Don't put it in there. We don't know.
Oh
where-
wait, yeah,
we don't
you're
know.
right. We don't know where it goes.
We don't know where you go, little Negroni.
I'll let you go first. It's bright.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot brighter than a Negroni I'm familiar with, but I don't not like it.
This is a good starting out Negroni.
Yes, yes. This is a
It is-
Negroni for people who don't want it to be too bitter.
It's sweeter than your normal traditional Campari Negroni, right? Because that's way more bitter. But this definitely has some great notes in there.
The citrus note is so bright.
Right.
The orange very present, and I do like that from
Yeah.
it.
So the vermouth is tamer than what I'm used to when I make my Negronis at home. But it's so like, and then the gin is very subtle also.
Yes.
But I definitely think like it's good. Like don't get me wrong, I do enjoy this. I think it's one of the better prepackaged. Is it better
It's better.
Yeah. Okay. It is better than the bagged Negroni that we had.
Right.
It's good. I like it. I enjoy it.
Yes. Where would you put it? This is gonna be bold for me.
Mm-hmm. Not mad about it.
Were you being conservative?
I was. Guys and ladies, this is what happens after 18, almost 2 years of doing a YouTube channel. Get them to do what you want them to
18, almost 2 years.
do. 18 months, almost 2 years. Okay. Okay, so is this package worth it? So we paid $99.99. That was $89.99 plus $10 in shipping for the package. So that comes out to, with shipping, $5.55 per cocktail. I think this is 100% worth purchase.
Absolutely.
I mean, first of all, it's only $5 for a classic cocktail.
Yep.
That you don't even have to do anything besides either A, shake, or B,
just dump.
or just dump over ice or up. You're gonna get your classics and they're gonna satisfy those needs that you're looking for.
Right, it's going to be a classic cocktail in an environment where having a classic cocktail might not be an option otherwise.
Right, it just, like, I'm also finding that it is just nice to have in the house, just if, like, especially with myself, you know, I get done bartending after 10 hours. I don't want to go and make drinks
Right.
at home. I'm just so lazy and just done with the day. I just want to pop something. Like, I can see us having these just in the house, just to have a package of them and just like randomly like, oh, I'm just gonna like drink 1 or 2. Convenient because you don't have to make these individual ingredients sometimes.
Right. And I mean, you can't go wrong with these little cans.
Right.
I just wanna hold it.
Right, yeah. We'll have a link to their website in the description below, so go check them out. And yeah, just let us know what you guys think about these. Next time, cheers.
Cheers.